Now, during the course of the past year, I've used this system in parts and components, but this is going to be the first time, basically, that I've used it as a completely assembled unit. This is an average nucleus. I do chop 100% of the time. I stabilize the nucleus first, and then using power modulations, and here we are using 2 pulses per second. What I would like you to watch is the vacuum and the power. We stabilize the nucleus, and then using very, very low powers of phaco, as you will see here, we can score and chop the nucleus and then evacuate the nucleus again, almost exclusively by vacuum. So what you'll see is, although the vacuum rises to as high as 300 millimeters of mercury, we are very, very frequently in single digits with respect to phaco power. And as a result, when you look at the total power that we've put into the eye, it's a fraction of what we are used to using for phacoemulsification of nuclei. In addition to the low power, what is very obvious is the stability of the anterior chamber because of this fluidic system. So what I have done, the first day that I used this system as a totally integrated system, I did 10 cases, all of which were average nuclei, but in 6 of the 10 cases, I had an effective phaco time of 1 second, an effective phaco time of 1 second. So as you see here, we are able to very quickly disassemble and evacuate nuclear material, relying almost exclusively on vacuum with little nudges of phaco power. It was impressive to me at the end of the procedures to see where my phaco power was and how little of it indeed I was using. And once again, stabilization of the nucleus, burying the tip into the nuclear material, scoring and chopping, and then evacuation of nuclear material, principally by vacuum, little nudges of phaco power to help us do this. And in this way, we have what everybody wants to have in phacoemulsification of nuclei, and that is safety and control. We are working here at the level of the iris plane with respect to the phaco tip, but the disassembly of the nuclear material is taking place within the epinuclear shell. And you can see with power modulations how the vacuum keeps the piece at the tip between bursts of power, keeping any tendency for there to be chattering of nuclear material or flowing of nuclear material up into the anterior chamber reduced to almost a non-occurrence. And then with the ability to program for differences in nuclear density, the mobilization of the epinuclear shell is very safe and very quick. And as I've described previously, what I like to do is remove nucleus and cortex at the same time by basically shaving 3 of the 4 quadrants of the epinuclear rim and roof. And as you see, as we remove that, the cortical envelope surrounding the epinucleus flows into the phaco tip, and then we use the 4th quadrant of epinuclear rim as a handle to flip the epinucleus, and in about 70% of the time what we get is the removal of all of the cortex at the time that we remove the epinucleus, and so we have done away essentially 100% of the time with INA of cortex as a separate step in the phaco procedure. So I look forward to more work with this particular system, which I found to be spectacular. Thank you very much. I think that very frequently surgeons believe that an improvement in technology would mean they can do what they're doing maybe a little better or a little easier. But the truth of the matter is technique has always been dependent on technology. And as new technology was developed, we found ways to take advantage of that technology and as a result innovated new techniques. And I think we're going to see increased inclinations in that direction based on this new technology. This technology adds more control for the surgeon, adds more safety to the procedure, and as a result of that, we will find additional ways to take advantage of the increased control and safety. And I'm certain that we will modify our techniques and we will find continuing evolution in technique based on the availability of the new technology. What pleases me about this new system basically is that we now have an ability to take the best of several previous stages of the development of technology. We really enhanced our power modulations and added new and sophisticated and enhanced fluidic capabilities, and so to me it represents a true step forward. It's not just another bell or another whistle. It's the next step, and I've really enjoyed it, and I look forward to using it and hopefully to learning enough about it to further change my technique in a way that maximizes the utilization of this new technology.